we retired it. Well, Suze wrote a new book, 9 years. It's been 9 years since Suze has written a book. And the book that she has written is called The Ultimate Guide to Retirement for 50 Plus. Let me just share with you, 9 years since Suze's written a book. She wrote the book. It came out February 25th, went to Amazon, fast, rapid, up to the bestseller list where it stayed for many, many weeks. It is a New York Times bestseller book as well. And it's the first time that Suze has ever written a book like this. And what I mean is, this is the book to help all of us with everything that we are struggling right now. I know we're all having such a difficult time trying to quantify the impact of what's going on presently in our life. So Suze wrote the book, but let me tell you what we are doing today. You're not only going to get the book, and this is very, very important. We're going to give you, Suze has put together the largest, most comprehensive package when we are talking about absolutely everything that you need to support you, to help you, to make your life easier during this time. So you're not just getting the book. You are going to get the book. You are also going to get an audio version of the Ultimate Retirement Guide, where you're not just going to get that, you are also going to get the ebook that you can download online. And this is what the package was. But then Suze had such an incredible response for people out there going, okay, there has never been a more important time for me to be able to have the must-have docs. And as you know, the must-have docs that we shared with Suze, and I'm just gonna hold this up to show you, because Suze decided to add the must-have docs to this configuration today. It is on their own, they're $199 here, $199 on Suze's website. It is a value of up to $2,500, and we will be telling you why. Because these are the important documents: your revocable trust, the will, the advanced directive and durable power of attorney for health, financial power of attorney. When you have to go to attorney each and every time and redo these and update them, that adds you up, it can add up to more and more money, hence $2,500. Today, you're getting the must-have docs, you're getting the book, but then you're getting something else that we have never, ever, ever given you before. In front of me, you are seeing 8 different CDs. You are going to get help, and what these are called, the 8 mistakes you can't afford to make, as we will take you through each one, from dealing with debt, retirement planning, Social Security, identity theft, smart investing, annuities, insurance, financial advisors, big ticket items. Suze is covering all of that for all of us for the very first time. This is us. This is who we are. We know I love you. I've been here at HSN for 37 years. This is my life. I'm panicked. I'm nervous right now, as I know so many people are out there. Suze is here to help us, and I will share with you that we are also streaming live on Facebook. We want you to come in. I want you to share your questions. We'd also love to have you call, but without any further ado, and as I remind everyone though, first of all, the value, you're looking at $256, right? Right there on your screen, with the $2,500 value of the must-have docs that Suze added to this today for one day. Oh no, not even one day. For one show and one show only, the unbelievable price of $72. And I will share with you that we are going to ship it to you for free. It is on 4 FlexPay payments, and this is your ticket to peace and information. You're gonna receive this. It comes right inside every purchase. It is your activation code. We're gonna walk you through how simple and easy this is to do, but this is your new lifeline. This is your first opportunity ever to have everything that we need to help us, as we said, at a time like this. Beautiful Suze Orman, who of course is our fabulous financial guru, who we love, love, love. Suze, thank you, thank you, thank you, first of all, and it's so great to see your beautiful face.
Thank you, Bobby. You know what I find so fascinating is that all of the viewers now get to see where we all live.
Yes.
Like aren't you surprised at some of the people's homes that they live in, that they're like either like, oh, like, you know, all kinds of things. It's like, oh, they like that kind of art. Oh my God. But anyway, thank you, Bobby. You know, for everybody watching right now, There's never been a more important time. You know, I've been on every TV show, interviewed by everybody, and you all have so many questions. So I don't want this hour just to be about you ordering this product. I want you to take this opportunity, if you have any questions about the stimulus package, about small business loans, about what you should do. If you can't pay your bills, please call and ask your questions, and I will answer them right on the spot. But this package was put together for you. And this is a package for those of you who really are 50 plus. When I wrote the book, The Ultimate Retirement Guide, I knew that we were going to start to have problems with things, that the economy was going to start to get harder, and that you needed a guide to take you through all the decisions in life if something like this, exactly what we're going through, absolutely happened. And guess what? It did. I didn't want it to happen, but this book now will tell you what you need to know, whether you are 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or 100. It will tell you how to invest. It will tell you what not to do, how to find a good financial advisor, how to know if you're being ripped off by one. Should you have insurance now or should you not? What happens, like with your cash? Everything that you need to know is in this book. So it's not only the book, but a lot of you really love to listen to books. So I went into the studio and I recorded this book. You'll be getting the audio version of it as well, but I just want to say this to you. The audio version of this book is unlike any audio version of any book you've ever heard before. Do you think Suze Orman would just go into the studio and read a book? No, boring. I went in the studio and I read parts of the book, and then I just started to ramp about it. So, you know, and go off and tell you stories. So the audio version is very different than the book version. So you really should do both. And those are just a few of the things about this book. It immediately went to the New York Times bestseller list. I'm getting more rave reviews on this book than any book, and this is my 11th book now, 10 consecutive New York Times bestsellers that I have ever gotten before. Usually, well, it's a little this, Suze, or it's that. This book is like, Suze, I love it. It's my guide. It's exactly what I need at this moment. So the question to all of you is this. At a time where America is going through an economic crisis like we've never gone through before, this is the time that you need a true guide to get you through this process. And everything here is exactly what you need, from the book to the audio tape, you know, the 8 mistakes you can't afford to make CD-ROMs, which, by the way, on the activation code, they're also in video format. So you can listen to it, you can watch me, you can do all kinds of things. And here's what I want you to understand about this offer, especially with the must-have documents. So listen to me closely right now, everybody. For years, I've been on HSN, and I've been saying to you, please get a will, please get a trust. You don't know when you're going to get sick. You don't know when something's going to happen to you. And all of you, millions of you have done it, but more millions of you have not. Because you never thought you were going to get sick. You never thought that you had the possibility of something happening to you or your family or your kids. Well, guess what? You're all writing me now and saying, please, Suze, I need the must-have documents. You're no longer doing the gold box. Please, Suze, I need them now. I don't know where to go. I can't afford $2,500 at a lawyer. So I added this to this package. Here's what you need to understand about that. As my little earpiece just came out, but I don't personally care, right? One is good enough, right? Is that everything that you see in front of you, everything except the hardback version of the book and the 8 physical CD-ROMs, everything that you see there. So the audio version, the must-have documents, the audio version online of the 8 CD-ROMs, the video of the 8 DVDs, the 8 mistakes you can't afford to make, all of that. If you purchase this today, and you get that activation code, you can share that with every single family member that you have. And so what that will allow you to do is to make sure that not only do your family members have the must-have documents, but that also they have the book, they have everything, they have the 8 mistakes. You can share all of this. Everything you see in front of you, you get to share with them.
I love it. And Suze, I'm actually holding up here the must-have documents, and just so everyone really realizes, I mean, that you are getting them. And I love that you said to me that initially it was just the book, but because of so many demands for people wanting to know about how, you know, how do I create a revocable trust? Or what do I do? Can I do my will? I need information, and help me with my financial power of attorney and the advance directive. And I think what's incredible for everyone to realize, just these on their own, you know, as we said, $199 value, but they're a $2,500 value, because when you, as I said, when you have to go and you have to access all of this information, or you have to go back and re-pull up all this information, go back to an attorney, you can spend a fortune doing so. And I just want to show, so with the access code, as you mentioned, Suze, I wanted to just show everyone and just take everyone to the basic dashboard, because it could not, you've made this easier than ever before to access. And once you put in the code, you see it all right in front of you. You have your must-have docs, your audio book, your ebook, your 8 mistakes, and then you also have the 8 mistakes video. So I love how user-friendly all of this is, Suze, so quick, simple, and easy to access.
Yeah, you know, Bobby, what's really important about this, and for everybody watching and listening right now, is that not only is it easy, but I just want to talk to you about the must-have documents right now. You know, so many of you are all facing a situation. In fact, America is facing a situation where none of us can go out, none of us can have contact. People are getting sick and people are getting ill. And I'm not going to tread lightly here, because you know and I know we are all afraid right now. We're afraid to hug our kids because we might make them sick, or our parents. And so you have to have the documents in place today in case something was to happen to you like that. These documents are prepared by my own trust lawyer. If you were to look at my documents, it's my will, my trust, my advance directive, my durable power of attorney for healthcare, all of that. So these are state-of-the-art documents that are good in all 50 states. And so a lot of you right now can do these in the luxury of your own home. Because here's the problem, everybody. You can't even go to see a lawyer right now to physically get these documents done. And a few of them that you saw Bobby hold up, the Advance Directive and Durable Power of Attorney for Healthcare, this is a document that you need. If you go into the hospital, or you end up there and you don't want to have some procedures done or whatever it may be, you need these documents, or else they are going to do it. So this no longer is, well, should I do it or should I not do it? I'm asking you to pick up the phone and you take advantage of it for this 1 hour. And remember what I just said to you, for $72. So if you went on my own website, you would see the must-have documents are selling for $199. Go there and look at them. That's what people are paying for them. Sometimes we have special offers and things like that, but that's what they normally go for. So whenever you saw me on HSN and you saw me saying, here they are, I was always giving all of you such a bargain, it wasn't even funny. If you look at other online programs, you'll see they're charging you $160 just for a will. They'll charge you $400 or $500 for a trust, and they will not be of the quality that these are. Again, don't you think I would have the best lawyer? Sure. Now my lawyer is going to be your lawyer through this program. Bobby, do you think we should take people through and show them how easy it is to do the must-have documents?
We sure can, Suze, or I will tell you, we have lots of questions and we actually have a phone call. Would you like to start there?
Bobby, this is your show, girlfriend.
Oh, no.
You go for it.
We are in this together. And again, thank you for reminding everyone, it is 1 hour and 1 hour only, and the most valuable information that Suze has ever shared with us today. So we're going to go to Missouri. Hi, Christy. It's a pleasure to have you live at HSN, and you're with Bobby and Suze today.
Hi, thank you for having me. I just wanted to say to Suze that last week, the last time she was on, when she had her last gold box airing, I got it. And last Sunday, I sat down. It took me about an hour to answer all of the questions. And I got everything printed out, and I have an appointment on Monday at my bank to have all the documents notarized and to fund my revocable trust. And I have never felt so much peace of mind as I do right now. So thank you.
And I'm sure that when I was on last time and you purchased it, that you didn't know. I mean, none of us knew that very shortly after that, what was going to happen was a nationwide shutdown. I mean, this all started as a health crisis. I mean, a health crisis that now has morphed into a serious financial crisis. So whoever thought really that we would, almost every single person in the United States of America would need the must-have documents right here and right now, let alone the information of what's in the book. And the guidance there, and what do you need, and how important a guaranteed income is now. I mean, the things I wrote in that book, it makes me feel like, oh my God, Suze Orman, were you a psychic? Which I'm not, but were you a psychic to be able to say, these things are going to happen, and so this is what people need to know. And the book came out at February 25th, exactly when it needed to come out. So this combination, and you know, I've been doing this for a long time. Out of everything I've ever brought to you on HSN or our sister station QVC, over 20 years now, really, I can honestly say the information in here is the most important information I've ever written. It's the most important time in our lives because we've never been in a time like this. So this is the time to have the best of the best information. I am so glad that not only did you order the gold box at that time, but you did the must-have documents.
Thank you very, very much, Christy. We really appreciate your being with us. Have a beautiful day. And you know
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
And I definitely would say to any of the viewers out there, to your point, Susie, that this is 1 hour. And when I think about just here at HSN, all the beautiful, the clothes, the jewelry, and everything that we have and everything we sell, but you're making one purchase today for only $18 on a credit card. We're shipping it to you for free. That will give you the most valuable information to help handle your life right now. And just to remind everyone, if you bought the gold box, you don't have this. This is brand new. This is the first time Susie in 9 years has ever written a new book. But I love, Susie, that you did this kind of specifically for us. So for us, 50 plus, because the questions that we end up having, and I would love to share one with you if you don't mind, because we've had a lot of questions that are coming through on Facebook. Here's one from Jennifer Gentile. Both me and my husband took large pay cuts to keep our jobs. We do not qualify for the stimulus check. We have 6 months saving to pay our bills, but that's it. Should we use that or ask lenders for help?
All right. I'm going to be very serious with all of you right now. Ask lenders for help. This could go on a long time. I don't think you're going to see it really until everybody feels even somewhat okay about anything until at least September. So that is a long period of time. I don't know when we're going to be able to go back to work. I can't tell you about the economy because the economy is based on getting control of this health crisis, which we do not have any control at right now at all throughout the entire United States. So therefore, you are to save every possible penny that you can. Thank God you have a 6-month emergency fund. Do you know how many people out there don't even have that? So please ask your lenders for help. If you have credit cards, please just pay the minimum payment due. If you have available credit limit on credit cards, use your credit cards to charge things rather than your cash. Even though I know people think they're going to get a stimulus check, it could be if they don't have your bank information and they need to mail you a check, it would be about 5 months now before you're going to get that stimulus check. For many of you that are on unemployment, it will depend if you're going to get unemployment or not based on how the state feels about you, believe it or not. That's a whole nother conversation. So I'm asking you all to conserve money. So yes, ask your lenders for help, girlfriend.
Thank you very much, Susie. So I have my own, this is actually my own, I brought my iPad. So I obviously accessed, and I'm in the dashboard, just to show everyone. So You have everything right on your dashboard. So the first thing you're going to do is go to your must-have docs. And it was so simple and easy. So you just access it. And I know I went through, oh my goodness, there's my login. I have to do my login again. But when you go through all of this, you have an opportunity to be able to see not only the documents, but to see, also have visually and audibly both, all of the 8 mistakes in front of you. The book, what's great about the book is that you get the hardcover, that you can also download it, and you also have the ebook. So you have all, you have many, many different ways to access all of this important information. With the must-have docs, and I know that is one of the questions that we're getting a lot on Facebook, and I'll share some more with you, Suze. It could, not only is it easy, but I can also go in, like I went in and I added my information and my husband's and my children, but I can go back at any time and change it and update it, and there are no additional charges, and I have all of this information I just print. And then one of the questions on Facebook is, do I have it notarized?
Yes, so here's what will happen is that there's an instruction sheet. I don't know if you have that there, but this instruction sheet, and it's not very well lit. I am not a good lighting designer. Just so
you look fabulous, though.
But it's a one sheet. When you do this, it's printed out. In fact, Bobby, why don't we run the B-roll that I voiced over to show everybody really how easy this is. So take a look, everybody, at how this actually will work. You will just simply get this at home.
Let me show you how easy it is for you to do the must-have documents. When you go on, you're simply going to click on that icon, and you're going to personalize all of your information with pictures so that everybody knows who you are talking about. And it's going to take you 30 minutes to 1 hour to complete all 4 of the must-have documents. And you don't have to worry, because I'm going to be there with that little icon there to help you all the way through. Now, we select the correct version of the must-have documents for you. This is not one size fits all. It's different if you're single versus married, with kids, no kids, and a blended family. So again, we've personalized this just for you. After you've answered a few questions, again, 30 minutes to 1 hour, up will come the working document, and you're going to be able to listen as the trust lawyer takes you through line by line. Now, these are legal documents. Do you see everything in blue? Those are phrases that you have got to understand. If you click on it, up will come the definition. Everything in red, that's the information that you put in. You can change it as many times as you want. You click on it, you go back to your library, and you pick the person that you really want to be in that position, and we automatically repopulate all the documents with the corrections. So what have you done in 30 minutes or so? You've completed everything. You print it out, and you will print out the instructions of where to have it signed, everything you need to know. So you don't have to worry about it. And please know this is state specific. So you've personalized it, you've printed it out, and now you are protected.
So that's what you see there, Bobby.
Right.
But what's really important for everybody to understand is, again, this is good in all 50 states. They are absolutely legal documents, and it is a $2,500 value. If you went to see an attorney for just those 4 must-have documents, they would charge you $2,500 at least. However, do you know if they're good documents? Do you know if the attorney really specializes in this? But here's what you need to understand, everybody. Every time you want to make a change on those documents and you had to go back to your attorney, it would be another $500 or another $1,000. In this program, every time you come back, you go right to your iPhone, because this is all mobile friendly. You can do it on a phone, you can do it on a pad, you can do it on your computer. It's not going to cost you anything. So it's over and over again. So every time your situation changes, you come back here, and there you are. You get to do it for free. And again, we have a helpline for you. So you don't have to be afraid. Remember, we've sold millions and millions of these over the years. So if you need help, all you have to do is go right back to your program, and there's a little button that you will push that says help. And then you can send in an email, you can call us on the phone, you can do a live chat, and we will help you with any question that you have in relationship to this program. Fabulous. There's also 90 frequently asked questions that are part of this program, so you can listen to it, where I'm asking the trust lawyer, Janet, who's now going to be able to help you via this program, answering every question that you could possibly have. But you don't know what kind of questions you should have when you ask a lawyer, so I do that for you. And then we make it so easy for you. So it's there, you have help. It's a $2,500 value. You get to come back as many times as you want, but here's the kicker. You can do this with your family members. You each can share your activation code. You'll be able to privatize it with signing on and creating your own account. So you can now give a $2,500 gift at this time. At this time where the United States is having a health crisis. If you never believed before that you were going to need these documents, this is the time that you need these documents, everybody. This is no longer a want. This is no longer protect your tomorrows today. This is protect your todays today. Because today we are here. And do you know how many calls I am now getting and emails I'm getting from spouses whose spouse has died and they don't have the documents? I just got an email from a woman who was going to be married in 2 weeks to her fiance. He had $3 million. She didn't have anything. They were going to get around to doing these documents. They had ordered them. They didn't get around to doing them. He died from this virus. And now she's writing me and saying, Susie, the money doesn't go to me. It now goes to his family because we weren't married.
Terrible.
Do you understand, everybody? This is no longer a joke. This is no longer, a cute little gold box that you should all buy. I am now talking to you about a matter of life and death that you are hearing about every single day. What is it going to take for me to get you to get on board here, to protect yourself, protect your family, make sure you have health directives? Do you know if you have a child that's 18 years of age and older right now, and they end up with this virus, you don't have any legal authority over them in terms of telling the doctors what you want done and not done? Oh, you will with this program, because that's what a health directive is. An advanced directive and durable power of attorney for healthcare gives you the right to help your children that are 18 years of age and older. You need these things now, and I'm not trying to sound desperate or scare you into this. I'm trying to very calmly say what you already know is true. You already know that we have a financial crisis and we have a health crisis, and I have the solution to your problems in terms of what to do, what should you do, and everything. And you know, everybody, every Sunday and Thursday, or Thursday and Sunday, I should say it in the right orders, right? I drop a new podcast called the Women in Money Podcast, as well as the Men Smart Enough to Listen. And it's at that podcast that people are sending in questions. And I really am trying to answer every single question that you send in to help you. So I'm giving my all right now to all of you to get you through this. I'm giving you updates on what I think about the stock market, when I think this is going to be over, what you need to know about unemployment, all of those things. But you also need the information that's in the book. You need the information that's on the audio. You need the 8 Mistakes audio and DVDs that are part of downloadable. And you get to share all of that with your family members.
Exactly. And Susie, first of all, thank you. And just for the viewers to know that this is today, this is this 1 hour. Susie did this package exclusively again for us. So you're not just getting, for the first time ever, the book. And Susie's never written a book before like this for those of us in retirement, 50, 60 and up. You've never had a book like this. Huge New York Times bestseller, getting all the 8 CDs. It's almost like getting 3 books in one because you have so many different ways to access it. But today, for $72 with free shipping and 4 FlexPay, like I said, many of us, we never thought we would find ourselves in this situation, but we are here now, and Suze is here to help us. We're going to say hi to Kimberly. Hello, Kimberly. Thank you for joining us. You're with Suze Orman and Bobby today. Share your question with us.
Hello, it is such a pleasure to talk to you. I received my gold box a couple of months ago, got all of my 4 documents done, and am very glad that I have this done now at this particular time. Suze, you mentioned a while ago, going to an attorney to try to get these documents done at this point would be very difficult because the offices are closed. One thing I'm running into is I have all the documents ready to go. They're all complete and printed out. What I'm having trouble with is finding a notary because I have a credit union that I belong to, and they're all closed down with the exception of their drive-through.
If you go to banks, my love, yeah, a lot of the banks right now, a lot of the banks that are out there have notaries. They also have that mobile notaries that will come to you. Now, obviously, that's not what we're supposed to be doing right now. But if you make a call around to banks or people who are professional notaries, you may find that there is a way for you to keep your distance. By all means, keep your distance. They can see you sign it. You can, that you can all have gloves on, push over the papers to them. They'll notarize it and there. And so there's many, many ways that you can get this notarized, just so you know.
Yeah, there is an online notary, and I was wondering what your thought was on that. It seems kind of dubious to me, but do you have an idea?
I would not do an online notary at this point in time. I know a lot of companies are trying to say that they have these will packages and you can go online and do it. Some states will accept it, most states will not. I would find a notary that really could do it with you, one-on-one. However, it doesn't hurt you to have it notarized twice. Exactly. Do it online, but I'd like to know. I'd like to see their notary seal. I would like to just know things. So I would rather go to a personal notary if I could.
Thank you very much, Kimberly.
I did call a Chase Bank. Won't do wills.
Well, then don't use Chase.
Yeah, there you go.
There has to be other ones that will just do a notary. Now, you also have to know that the banks and everybody are overrun right now, so you have to be patient with everybody. Everybody's just trying to figure out how do they live their lives and everything. So it's you can do that, girlfriend. You'll find a way to do it.
Thank you very, very much, Kimberly. And I would just say, because Suze and I were chatting about this over the last couple of days, I have to tell you, we're all in this together. I mean, I'm in the studio. There used to be hundreds of people in the studio. There's no one here. I'm as frightened as everyone. I look at my 401k that has been years and years of my life, and I look at it dwindling, and I struggle with that. And I'm like, how do I help my kids? I worry about them and their health and their jobs. And like you said, Suze, with the stimulus, I mean, am I getting one? What should I do with it? Should I sell my house? There are so many questions that we all have right now, and that you're helping us with, you're answering for us with this package today.
Yeah, and as well, Bobby, truthfully, the Women in Money podcast, because things are changing all the time. And obviously, I didn't know about the stimulus package when I wrote the book. I didn't know about the new rules for unemployment and all the things that are happening. So I'm asking all of you to really tune into the Women in Money podcast and listen to the past ones, and just start in March and go from there, so that I can answer your questions that you have, because you're owed that. You're owed the best information at a time like this, but you're also owed the ability to have access to documents as well as information that you're absolutely going to need through this time, but when this is all over. And that's what this book is about. When I wrote my very first book, You've Earned It, Don't Lose It, I was 45 years of age, and it was very different back then. At the age of 45, writing about what it's like when you become almost 50, 60, 70, and 80 years of age. Now that I'm going to be 69 in a few months, there are more things about retiring than just what to do financially. It's also emotionally as well. The conversations that you should be having with your kids. What do you do with the money that's in your 401k plan? All these things you need to know. Why you need a 3-year cushion now, not just an 8-month cushion. All these things are in the book. And it's really new advice that I've never given before. So I ask you all to really look into this book in any way that you possibly can. Obviously on HSN here today, especially with the will and trust, the must-have documents that you can share with everybody, and you can share everything. You can share the audio version of the book, the online version of the book, the 8 streaming CDs of the 8 mistakes you can't afford to make, the videos of the 8 mistakes you can't afford to make, all of that you can share with all your family members. So I don't know, but I think that's a pretty good deal for all of you.
I do too, and I do want to take a moment and say to our viewers, thank you, because we have hundreds of people that are calling. If you're waiting to get through, if you can go to hsn.com to place your order, or the best way always is to download our HSN app, shop via the app. That way you know you're going to receive yours, and take advantage of this 1 hour and 1 hour. The most important hour, I will tell you, I believe in over 37 years of my being here at HSN. So it's a purchase that we hope you will make. You have the 90-day return policy. We're shipping it to you for free, but we're going to go back to California. So we have another question from Dr. Jim. Hi, Dr. Jim. Nice to have you here at HSN, and you with Susie and Bobby.
Hi, Susie. I'm Dr. Jim. I'm a private doctor. I have a private practice in San Jose, and I'm a little bit concerned about the stimulus package. And I'm going to address you as Dr. Susie to emphasize you're the financial doctor to help us all.
You can also address me that way, because I have 2 PhDs, but that's besides the point. Go on.
Oh, no. I'm calling you the financial doctor, Dr. Susie, the financial doctor. But we're having a problem. I have a private practice in San Jose, and the biggest problem we're having is that patients are also afraid to come into the office because they're afraid that they may get exposed to others who might be infected. Now, my staff is practicing safety, in case of masks and so on and so forth. But what is your advice regarding this so-called stimulus package? Any pointers, and do you address it in your new book, too?
No, I don't address the stimulus in my new book because I never knew that the stimulus was going to happen. Okay. And it happened after, obviously, that the book came out. But here's what you need to understand about the stimulus, which is that the main thing right now is that if you have income, if you're single and you have adjusted gross income of $75,000, or if you're married, finally, jointly, $150,000, or under those 2 amounts, you will get a full $1,200 from the government. The problem is, however, where are they going to send it? If the IRS has your banking account information, then they're going to put it, hopefully in the next 2 weeks, in your bank account. If they don't, then it's going to take probably till August, or about 4 or 5 months till all of you get it. As your income is above those 2 levels, the money that they're going to give you, the $1,200, will be decreased until you have reached $99,000 as an individual of adjusted gross income, or $198,000 of a couple married, finally, jointly. Then you no longer qualify for the stimulus. If you are on Social Security and you don't have any income, you qualify for the stimulus. If you are at SSI and that's all the income you have, you qualify for the stimulus. Many people are saying that you have to have a tax return. You have to present at least your 2018 tax return or your 2019 in order to get it. If you are above those limits for 2019, but you qualified for 2018, do not file for 2019. Don't do it, because you have till July 15th now to do so, and then you'll qualify. If you don't qualify in your mind because you don't have a tax return at all, then just know if you're on Social Security or SSI or whatever, you should get it. But you might, just to make sure, want to file a free tax return, just so that they have your information, your bank account information, so they know where to send it.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jim. It's been a pleasure. We really appreciate your taking the time to call. Too. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
And stay safe, Dr. Jim, and for all that you do, and all the healthcare workers out there, and the medics, and all the people that are sick, and all the people that have lost their lives and everything. Our hearts, really, our hearts go out to every single one of you. And You know, may we just send a protective shield of God's grace around everybody to keep us all safe and sound.
Absolutely, Suze. So, you know, another one of the parts that we haven't really talked about that I love of this program, and I do want to kind of jump in and say, because people are asking on Facebook, is this the regular Gold Box? No, the Gold Box retired with millions and millions sold. This is totally brand new today. And these are 8 different CDs that talk about the financial mistakes that we basically cannot afford to make in life, and many of us are making or getting ready perhaps to make.
Yeah, and I just have to say something before we even go to those 8 CD-ROMs. Is, you know how you just said, Bobby, that everybody's calling and saying, is this the Gold Box? This is whatever. Do you want to know why I retired the Gold Box,
Why?
Bobby?
Tell me.
I'll tell you why. Because I actually, after years of telling people that they should do this, knowing that they weren't doing it, I was like, fine, if you don't want to do it, then I'm not going to make it available to you. It was almost like I was a little snitty. I'm sorry, I got to say that. Right? But it was like, fine, if you don't think these things can happen to you and you want to put yourselves in this situation, then don't come crying to me after you didn't do it. And so I didn't have an intention anymore. What's with my little things here, Bobby? My little earpieces.
They're hard to stay in sometimes.
Whatever. Right? And
right.
So no big deal. Right. Yeah. So what's really important is that so I didn't intend to really do this anymore. I didn't intend to come back and sell the must-have documents again or offer them. And then this happened. So that's why I offered it with this package, because now I can't be what I said, snitty. I don't have the ability to say, I'm not going to sell it. If you don't want to buy it, fine, I won't sell it. So now I have to say, you have to buy this. Yeah. And I have to offer this to you, because nobody else is offering this to you. And those that you can buy online are not anywhere near as great as this. Who else online? Do you think the other people that you are watching on television or whatever, do you think they have the best documents out there? Don't you think Suze Orman would have the best documents? Don't you think you would want the exact same documents that I have? You do. Because when I first started doing this, Bobby, you know, I was actually a practicing financial advisor, and Janet, the trust lawyer, sat in the room with me. Right. And people would come in and they would show us their documents, and we would go, oh my God, you would have been better off not having any documents than these documents. Yeah. So those are there for everybody.
They are. And I know Suze also, just so everybody realizes, you know, when you launched the book, as you mentioned, February 25th, right up at New York Times bestseller, Amazon, top for weeks, you didn't include the must-have. So the documents you added for us today for this 1-hour presentation. And here's the thing, we have about 15 minutes remaining. The must-have documents alone, you know, and even if you go to Suze's website, $199, but the understanding of the value is $2,500, because you have constant access to updating them, changing them whenever you need to do so. This package today, and thank you, we'll be at the 2,000 mark right around the corner with over, what, a $256 value. $199 is the HSN price. So you know how that works. When the feature price goes away, this goes up to $199. So for right now, it is $72. We have it shipped to you for free. You have the 4 FlexPay, and that's, of course, on any credit card, interest-free for 90 days now, because we've extended the return policy, and hands down, the single most important purchase you can make. Suze, do you want another question from Facebook? Because we have so many of them.
Oh, girlfriend, you go for it.
Okay, let's do it. So, hi, Suze. I'm 50. This is from Michelle. I'm 53 years old, just got laid off before the virus crisis, and recently purchased whole life insurance. I own a home purchased 2+ years ago and need to move ahead with the will, etc. What should my next steps for protection be?
I have to tell you, at 50 years of age, and don't get upset that I'm about to tell you this, and you would know this if you had gotten the Ultimate Retirement Guide for 50+. You know, the subtitle of that book is Winning Strategies to Make Your Money Last a Lifetime. So my job right here now for you is to make sure that your money lasts a lifetime. You were just laid off. You just purchased a whole life insurance policy. Do you have any idea how expensive a whole life insurance policy is? And you don't have that much money. If you need insurance at this point in time, I want you to get a 10-year or 15 or 20-year level term insurance policy. Once that is in place, I then want you to cancel your whole life insurance policy. A whole life insurance policy is about 10 times more expensive than a term insurance policy. You need to understand that. I go into great detail about this in the book. I also go into great detail about this in one of the CD-ROMs and the DVDs that you can stream online called Annuities and Insurance. And it's all there as to why you do not want a whole life insurance policy. You don't want a whole life insurance policy, a universal life insurance policy, or a variable life insurance policy. But this is not the time that you want to be caught without insurance. So do not, and I repeat, do not cancel a whole life insurance policy or any insurance policy until you have a new policy in place, signed, sealed, and delivered. Then, if you have a whole life policy or a universal or variable, they probably will have a cash value. Yours won't because you just did it. Now you can use that cash value to help get you by. These are the moves that you need to make when you've been laid off. You don't have money. You need to get money from any place you can, and that is where I would be getting it from if I were you.
Thank you very much, Suze. That's awesome. And as a matter of fact, that's one of the categories that you address in all of the CDs that come of the 8 mistakes, right? So you have everything from dealing with debt, we have retirement planning, Social Security, and identity theft. That is such a huge question and concern for so many of us, right? Should I take it now? Should I wait till I'm 70? And then also the annuities, insurance, financial advisors, and big ticket items are all in the CD collection.
Yeah, and what's interesting is that one of the biggest mistakes you will ever make is really purchasing the wrong type of insurance. As you can see here, this is what the videos are going to look like. And you can see the title of each video. Now, the CD-ROMs are there for you, for people who still have CD players. If you don't have one, again, with the activation code, you'll be able to see these videos. These videos are like 20 or 30 minutes of me telling you everything you need to know about these topics. You can stream them. You can also stream the audio of the CD-ROM. So if you don't have a CD player, don't worry about it. They're online for you. But this is a really complete package. The package not only is where you can read the book, and all of you should read the book. You're all making mistakes when you're 50, 60, 70. Please don't make those mistakes. This book was written for you. If you're 25 out there and you're 35 years out there of age, this book isn't for you.
Right.
It's not for you.
Right.
You want to get it and give it to your parents, fine. But this book, it's one of the only books out there written for you. If you are 50, if you are 60, if you are 70, it's about when should you sell your home and why you should downsize and when it makes sense to do so, and the conversations you need to have with your kids, the conversations you need to have with your adult kids. This isn't just all about money, everybody. It's about the obstacles you face when you retire. So please don't think that this is just another finance book with straight financial information. I am not your typical financial expert. I am a one-of-a-kind, seriously, a one-of-a-kind gem, because my life has been dedicated to helping you, giving you that which you need to help yourselves so that you can make the right decisions. And this is the time you need to make the right decisions. So that's what all those things are about, Bobby.
Suze, you are a gem, and we love you. We love you. We thank you for everything that you do, and particularly for this today. And I did want to, along the same lines, remind everyone that when you get the activation code, correct? The activation code, you can share this. So you talk about giving it to your parents or sharing it with your grandparents. This comes with your purchase, and it helps you access. I just have a little quick shot, again, of this is the dashboard where you'll have everything from the must-have docs, the audiobook, the ebook, and then, as Suze was saying, you have the audio and the video, both of the 8 mistakes. So here's the bottom line. Almost 2,000 gone. We thank you so much. We have only about 8 minutes remaining in this only hour of this incredible special today that Suze has brought to us. We're shipping it to you for free. You have the extended return policy of 90 days. It is hands down the most important purchase that you could possibly make. here at HSN, and the book that you have never seen before. So if you do have, you know, the gold box, you do not have this book. This is brand new. Suze just launched it in February, but the configuration where you're getting all of the CDs with the 8 financial mistakes we hope you will not make, plus the book. And then don't forget, Suze added for us the must-have documents, which are a $2,500 value. She added this to the purchase today. So you're going to get every single bit of it for only $18 on any credit card. And what we have a lot more calls. We're gonna try to get to more of the Facebook ones, but we're gonna say hi to Gloria also in Florida. Hi, Gloria, thank you for joining us, and you're with Suze and Bobby.
Hi, how are you both today?
Awesome.
We're good, Gloria.
Great. I just wanted to tell Suze that when you came out with this set in your silver case, I purchased it. Then when you came out with it in your gold case, I purchased it. I have actually used the activation code and shared it with my sisters, and they have done their documents. And my question to you is it possible that I could purchase an extra gold or silver case for my sisters to put their documents in?
Yeah, I wish it was, girlfriend. We may have to bring it back because all of you obviously are missing it. When I'm on air and I say that this is the last time you're going to see it, I really mean that. I'm not saying that just so you all rush in and buy it and we have 10,000 of them in the warehouse somewhere. Right. I meant it. And so we don't have any. All I have is my own. That's the only one I have. So I wish I could say yes. You know, if I could figure out a way how to manufacture it here in the United States, maybe we will bring it back. But until that happens, this is the best that I could offer you right now. Sorry about that.
Thank you very much,
okay.
Gloria.
Well, I tell you what, that case is definitely worth it, and the whole system is worth it. I update mine often, and I can ask questions. You say ask the legal person a question, I get a response back so quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm happy that you got that. But what's important, everybody, is that gold box doesn't exist anymore. But the real nugget of that gold box, the real gold inside that gold box, was the must-have documents. That's what you all wanted. So now don't waste this time, because again, it's just a few minutes left and then I'm gone, right? The show's over, and then what? Right? And then you get sick, or then something happens, and then you go, I wish I had. Please don't live your life now with saying, I should have done that. I should have whatever. Listen, if you are financially strapped, don't get mad at me, Bobby, for saying this, but if you are so financially strapped and you don't know what to do and you need this, but you don't have that kind of money, all right, order it, download it, and then send it back. Right? Do what you have to do to protect yourselves, because that's what this is all about. Who else gets on air and says, you can share this with your family members? You can share all of it. You know, most people would say, oh, you get one, and that's it. You want to give it to your family? You better buy another one. Do you understand here? So let's all be a family now. Let's all take care of one another now. Let's all really dig deep and say yes to protecting our families, because you're not going to find a program like this anywhere else. So don't waste this opportunity, not here, not now, with what's happening in the United States.
Right, you are so right. Thank you, Suze. I have one quick question. Here it is. I'm 65 years old now and still working, from Donna. Should I pull my money out of my 401k and place it in a more secure place?
First of all, you don't want to pull your money out of a 401k, because when you pull your money out of a 401k, you are going to owe ordinary income tax on that money. So you don't want to do that. Listen, if you need your money within 1 year, you need this money for who knows what, then every time the market rallies, you should start coming out. If you have, however, 3 years, 5 years, preferably longer, till you need your money, please leave it where it is. In 5 years from now, you'll be very happy that you did. But do not, even if you come out of the market, do not come out of your retirement account with a large amount of money. Don't do that, because you're going to owe taxes on that money.
Half of identity theft happens right now, which happens to be what? Tax season, right? Our information is out there everywhere, but it's on everything that you could think of. So we're gonna talk about cleaning out our computers, whether you're talking about your PC or you're talking about your Mac, and not just once, not just one device. This is cleaning out a lifetime. And this is 3 different devices. So if you're one of those people out there that you have something that cleans it out, right? You may have an antivirus or something like that, and you're doing, what, $60 every year to re-up? This right here is gonna be the Fixmestick. It's the gold. This is the premier of there. $49.99 you're paying once for a lifetime. It is cleaning out your device, and it is not just quarantining all the bad stuff, all the viruses, all the bad guys, everything that's trying to take your identity, right? It is actually removing it from your devices. 3 for a lifetime for that. And that's exclusive here at HSN. So I'm gonna bring in Joe Harrison. We have this, it's $30 off even ours.
It
right?
is.
$30 off even our wonderful HSN price that we normally day in, day out, we do the Fixmestick, right? So, Joe,
Tina.
okay, by the way, it's so tiny.
It is. This is the lifetime version. This is the new gold version. And you don't even need a cap for it, because they know you're going to use this for a lifetime. So they redesigned even the USB stick. So that way it's designed to be waterproof, dustproof, don't need a cap whatsoever. All you do, it's as important as your car keys. That's why they even put a little key loop on there too.
This is it. This is the magic.
It is, and everybody needs it. It's like, is this one of those items that I want to have or do I need to have? It absolutely, you need to have it. This was actually created by 2 software engineers who worked in the antivirus field for more than a decade. They started realizing that viruses are getting smarter, and every single day, there are about 300,000 new viruses. Now, they get into your system because we're all online nowadays. You're getting emails, you're checking websites. That's when you're downloading stuff in the background. Now, do you ever notice when you get a brand new computer, that computer is so fast? But then, Tina, after a couple months, like the computer starts to slow down, and you're wondering what's going on with my computer. What's happening is all that stuff that you're downloading in the background, it starts to wear down on that system. Now, it could be a virus, could be a Trojan, could be a malware, could be a rootkit. There are all these different types of viruses. But the thing about viruses is they fall asleep. So your antivirus that you've been running for the last 40 years, what happens with that is it only scans the active files, the files that are awake, which are only about 10% of your computer. Well, Fixmestick is the only product of its kind that scans 100% of the files. Every file, every document, everything gets scanned, because we all get frustrated when your computer slows down. And it's all the viruses, all those attachments that are doing that. So what do you end up doing? You take it to a repair shop, and the largest electronic retailer will charge you about $100 to deep clean your computer, or you can do Fixmestick, and it's that one fee you pay today, no monthly fees, no yearly fees, use it as much as you want. What happens is as soon as you insert Fixmestick, it finds all those viruses, the ones that are active and the ones that are inactive, and it cleans out the system. And like Tina mentioned, if you've ever used antivirus before, when it finds that long list of viruses, it says, let's quarantine them, which sounds great, but all it's doing is putting a bubble around your computer. With Fixmestick, it actually physically removes the virus from your computer. That's why there is nothing else like it on the market except for Fixmestick. And all you have to do is it comes on a little USB stick. Insert this into your USB port on your computer. Just, there's no cap to it whatsoever. Just slide this directly into your system, and then there's 3 steps to it. As soon as you insert that, that's step 1. Step 2 is a little window is going to pop up on the screen and say, do you want to run Fixmestick? You confirm, yes, let's run Fixmestick. And then, Tina, step 3, you sit back, go get a cup of coffee, go make a sandwich. It's going to take a couple of hours, but this entire process is all automatic. Step 1, it's going to make sure you're online. Step 2, 3, and 4, this is when it shows you the power of HSN, because this is the update section. Now, everybody else, unless you're buying it here at HSN, everyone else is paying $60 a year for the updates. You get free updates for as long as you own it. Now, step 5 is when it starts to scan, but it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. You come back later, your computer's faster, the internet's faster, the boot up times are faster, because you just had a deep clean to your computer. Not just like scanning a couple files. It scanned every single file. And once you do that, Tina, it's like that computer's brand new out of the box again. And it's not just for today's computers.
Right.
Any computer up to 15 years old can use it, whether it's PC, whether it's Mac, and it works on all of them.
And like I said, that's exclusive here.
Absolutely.
This does both, PC and Mac.
PC and Mac.
It's 3 devices. It is lifetime. So I love that you said that, because I said we're going to have something later that you can get brand new.
Absolutely.
So that you're thinking it's brand new. What do I have to clean out? You want to start doing that now.
Well, if you want to maintain that
Yes.
speed of that new computer, you absolutely want to get Fixmestick, because it's great right out of the box.